Hi everyone. Today on Hello Susan we're going to do the flip through of the Blooming Iris Double Journal. This journal just turned out gorgeous to me. I hope y'all love it too. It's tied with sari silk in lavender color. Since it's got two journals in there, it's pretty thick. It measures 6 by 9, and then this is about 4 inches wide. All in all, it's 2 complete journals in one. And it's in the cottage style that I like so much. It's got 2 soft fabric covers. Let me go ahead and open it and I can tell you about some of the details while we're looking at it. Isn't that pretty? Just love this beaded applique with the sequins and this embroidered applique here. The girl is so pretty holding those irises. So as you can see, it's got lots of fluff, lots of pretty stuff going on. I think it kind of went on a lot of purple and lavender, different shades of purple really, not just one shade, but I did try to mix a lot of creams in there too, so that it wouldn't get too purple. Okay, let me make sure I'm right in the center so we can see it good. So each journal has 80 pages, and that's fronts and backs, which makes this entire journal 160 pages. So that's pretty huge. Now both journals are different from each other in decoration. Like this one right here, I started it out with a purple, and the other one is in a different color. But it has the soft cover, it's got tatting on the edges and netting. Let me make sure I'm just right. I want you to be able to see all of it. It's so pretty. So this flips open, and then it's got a pocket, and it's got 4 tags right there. Some of the tags are from the kit, some of the tags are not from the kit that I made. And I'll tell you something else I did. I used, because it was such a big journal, I needed more ephemera. So I went into Hello Susan and I looked to see what I could find. And of course we started with the Blooming Iris kit. Then I did the Purple Small Folio, and then all the things that came with that I was able to use that was left over. And then I also have a Purple Snippet Roll kit, so I was able to do that too. So with all of that plus a bunch of other, I got it done. So right here, this is embroidered, the little rose embroidered trim. I just love that. That's so pretty. I did a lot of fabric clusters. And there's 4 lace snippet borders that we did together, remember? There's 4 snippet roll tucks or pockets that I used the snippet roll, plus I used all the extras to make these little clusters. There's a writing board in the center that I'll show you in a minute. There's Venice lace, there's trims, there's lace, there's netting, there's embroidered flower trim, there's appliques. And the kit itself, I divided it between the 2 journals. But everything else is when I turn it over and show you the other one, you're going to see that it's different. And then here's some of that Venice lace. Here's a dangle that comes with the kit. It says, "Be thoughtful. A little birdie told me," and I'm hanging that with a bulb clip and then some sari tied around. Here's a pocket. This is a piece of wallpaper. It's a copy of wallpaper border. Isn't that pretty how it just, this book to me is so gorgeous. It's just the right color of purple that I like. I really like this soft pinky purpley color. Sweet Moments to Treasure. And then here I just put a piece of paper that I tore and then put a little eyelet and tied some sari silk I thought that was very cute. Of course, I designed some more pages to go in here so that I would have enough. Now here's that tuck spot with the lace. And each one of these is different. It's actually, they're all exactly constructed the same, but the pictures that I put in there are all different. And here's an applique and some lace trim. Lots of places to write in this book. Even though I filled it full of laces and trims and everything, I feel like there's still plenty of room for you to write. Isn't that pretty? This is a retro, what's a seam binding, no, hem. Okay, I don't know what it's called exactly, but it's where you sewed it at the bottom of your dress so that you could hem it up. So I don't know if that's called hemming tape or what, but that's very old, probably as old as me. Oh, that is 2 pages. I thought it was. And here's a little piece from the snippet roll. Created a tuck spot there. Every day has wonder. So even though it's called Blooming Iris, as you can see, it does have quite a bit of iris things, but it also has plenty of other things too. Look at that, isn't that cute? And it's a different shade of purple, so I think that the different shades just really complement each other. And I got these little clips at Walmart. I had seen some on Amazon and they were almost $9. And then I went to Walmart, a package of those was $3.88. So I got mine from Walmart. And that's just holding a little tablet that I made. It's got some paper in it. Some more of that embroidered trim. And then this is a couple of letters that I've folded on a diagonal and made tuck spots so I could put it around the page and it would have a tuck spot on each side. And there's about 6 of these paper clips. They're brass in color, and I put a little dangle of a glass bead on there, and it's kind of a strange color. It's purple, but it's iridescent, so it just picks up pretty much what's around it, but you can also see purple sometimes and gold sometimes and blue and turquoise. So I thought it just went perfect with this book. And that's the center of the first signature. Love this polka dot lace. See, here's another one of those little paper clips. Just holding on a journal card. Here's the second tuck spot. That's the lace snippet border. That doily is awfully cute, isn't it? And I just love the play on, it's picking up the purples, but then it's picking up the yellows, and then you've got this behind. I get very excited. And I hope y'all get very excited too. Now here's another color of trim. It's kind of a bluish purple, but I thought that it went well in here with some of the pictures that had like blue butterflies and things. And look at this trim. It's got some silver flowers, but it's got little beading sewed into the organza flowers. So it's 3D. Lots of netting. And here's another color of purple. And here's some sari silk that's just ruffled up. And this opens out so you can write here and write here if you want to. And look at this trim. I just found a remnant of this, and it was called Plum. But because I'm doing all different colors of purple, it goes perfectly. And I just used it on one page in each signature because I felt like it could get too much very quickly. But I think just one page of it adds a lot. There's a little cluster with an organza flower. Here's another paper clip. So there's about, I think there's 6 pages of the kit that are journal pages. So each side got 3 of those. And here's a little flip out that's tucked inside those that butterfly. So you have a little secret spot. And that's got an organza beaded flower right there. What a beautiful garden is a work of heart. Here's a little butterfly at the bottom of that page, and here's some stenciling. And this is from the snippet roll kit, and then I added the irises. It was not part of it, but the butterfly and the bird was. And I made this little tag. And here's a flip out. And then this one flips over like this. This has got a crocheted piece behind the little cluster. And this was an iron-on patch that I ordered. I thought it was going to be this big. I guess I just didn't read it well enough. So I'm glad I only ordered one. But it still looks very pretty on that page. I really like it. And here's an envelope tucked into another snippet row cluster. Another cluster. I tell you what, that snippet row cluster really saved me. It gave me so many pieces to work with. And then they don't all look the same. Some more of that embroidered trim. An envelope. This is a fussy cutout bird. Here's another paper clip. And this is the back of the first signature in the book. And it's an envelope that's tied, and I didn't put anything in it, so I'm not going to untie it. But while I'm thinking about it, let me get the board out. You can see it's right here. And I decorated both sides of it. It says, "Happiness is where you find it." This was the collage sheet that you just saw in the center of that journal. I reduced it down and put it on here, and then put some appliques and trims. And then on the other side, it says "Joyful Heart," and it's got the doily, and then it's got lace and net and these. You know, I started out collaging the whole thing, and I spent at least 30 minutes collaging it, and then when I went through it, I covered it all up with all of this, but you can still see a little bit of the collage. So let me put that over here for right now. And what we're going to do is we're just going to flip the book over. And then that starts the second signature. And we made this cover together too. You remember, it's got the beaded applique. I think I've scooted down a little bit. Let me get back up here. And lace, and more applique here, and a doily that's embroidered, and then some ephemera. And it's got that same tatting on the end. And this one has the small folio that we made together, is where I put this one. So it's full of tags and has the little tassel. And that's that dried flower. I didn't use it anyplace else in the book. I think I forgot I had it. And see how this one is light, whereas the other one was a darker purple. And see how the inside is different. So it's going to be different throughout. So I hope you stick around and see that it's not the same on each side. And this is that 3D trim with beads and organza. A cluster. And that's some more of that 3D trim. Here's a tuck spot from the snippet roll. And this is a different girl. The other side had the other girl. And it's got that embroidered trim there. And it's got some appliques. This is a little crocheted cluster. So see, I brought in some pinks too. And here's one of those paper clips. Pocket with some tags. With some envelopes, and I put a little bit of journal cards in there. Brought a little green in. And then see, this flips open. So see, all of it may have the same, some of the pages are different, but some of the ones are the same, but they're decorated differently. So it's like you have another book altogether. I love this trim right here. I just used that in a couple of places, but it just really makes a pretty statement. And look at this. This was about this big, and I thought that was just too overpowering because of the color. So I just cut out a section and just glued it down. And this is a section of 3 envelopes that I straddled over the page. And then I put a little paper clip here and did some journal cards. This is a pretty color of lace too. Do y'all like that it's all different colors of purple? I'm really enjoying that. It's a belly band from the kit. And this flips out, and this is fussy cut and stenciled. Life is in the details. It's an applique. There's applique and lace, and this is a piece from the kit. Look how simple that is. Just a little piece of purple trim right there. But the page is so pretty, and it just invites you just to write something there. And this is a fussy cut. And then the embroidered trim again. Here's the tuck spot on this side, and so you can see the pictures are different. The structure is the same because I felt like, hey, that's working for me. I'm just going to keep continuing that. And some pages I didn't put anything on because you need to have a place where your eye just rests a little bit. This is part of the snippet roll. Isn't that cute? That just little pop-up gingham is just so fun. Snippet. And this page was double with irises, and I thought, oh, that's going to be so good. But when I had to design it, when I put it together and started trying to decorate it, it was too much, at least for my eyes. So I put this little flap right here so that there would be, you could look at this page and not be torn between which page you were going to look at. And then you just flip it open, so that gave you another place to write. And I like the way this is shorter, so you can see the trim from this page. And then here's another cluster. Lots of clusters, but they're all different. And then I made a copy of that iron-on, and it is the size that I thought it was going to be. And here's that remnant trim I found. So tuck spot. And this is the 3D organza, and it opens up so you can write inside there, and you can write right here. You can write on this side. I do like the way, I guess it was the Dreams of Spring journal. I did the butterflies like this. I really like that. So I think that might be something that's one of my signature things that I do. I don't know if other people are doing it. They could be. And if they are, then that's good. But I really like it. I really like it. And then here's another one of those gold clips, and I've got a journal card on that one. And then here's that 3D trim again, and it's got some of that hem trim right there. And then the purple is on this side. Isn't that pretty? I love the way that the purples and the blues and the greens are all working together. And then the cream is lightening it up. It says little things. So I did another sari silk bow right there in an eyelet. And then here's a piece of the crocheted with the cluster. And then it's got journal cards. That's cute. That's a postcard that I just put a cluster pretty much and trims on it. And a butterfly for a tab. More of that Venice lace. And here's some dangles. And 2 journal cards. And there's that blue lace again. Don't you just love that? Okay, and let's see. This is all of those little clusters that you've been seeing with the crochet behind it came off of this. I cut them all off, and then now I was left with the center, so I used that. And this is a little pocket that you open up, and I put a few little tiny journal cards in there. Isn't that fun? It just closes like you do a lid on a box. And then here's another lace border, snippet border. This is an envelope. There's nothing in it. You can put whatever you want in it. And there's another one of those little paper clips. Look at this. This is another envelope that I did. They're pretty on the inside as well as the outside. It's a lot to take in because it's 2 signatures and each one is 80 pages. But it was a labor of love. I do love it. It just makes me very, very happy. It's another part of the snippet roll. And here's the organza 3D ribbon. Some more of that lace. And this is the back of the second signature. And I did an envelope here too, covered with lace and tied with the sari silk. And there's nothing inside that one either. Okay. Well, that is the double journal of Blooming Iris. That's the board that goes in it. Okay, thank you guys. Thanks if you stuck with me all the way, thanks so much. I had such a good time doing this journal. Such a good time. So that's it for me today. See you next time. Bye-bye.